Hello, welcome to my short review of the ignition model cars in 64th scale, a Mazda RX-7 FD and a Honda NSX, so an early original style NSX from the 90s, and let's have a look and see what we think. So I've taken this one out of the packaging, and actually I quite like this base plate. You see there I've got the screw in there, it's screwed through and it's staying in place instead of getting lost, and of course then I can pop the lid on and stick it through into the cardboard sleeve if I want, so that's fine, I can keep that for later. And it's a nice and elegant model sleeve, information on the bottom, so yeah, quite nice and tidy. So anyway, this is the it's an FD, well, 3S. It says RE Amemiya. Do you know what? I should have thought to pronounce this before I started. Amemiya in orange metallic, and as you can see, it's got a fair amount of modification on. Pop-up headlights are gone. You've got vents on the bonnet and stuff, and a big wing. So looking at it, you may have seen actually my review of the Rocket Bunny ignition models FD3, so do go and subscribe, have a look at that video. There'll be a link in the end screen of this to this particular video. I've got a number of other 64th scale videos too, so see if the wheels turn. The wheels don't turn. They're lovely detail on those wheels, plenty of spokes, multi-spoke wheels. Of course, when you're doing this, when you're creating models at this scale, when the manufacturers are doing it, this was not a kit, it's bought like this. The paint, you know, it's not going to give you the detail you really want, but it's not bad at all, considering that it's actually a metallic paint and the speckling isn't humongously out of scale. So yeah, not bad at all. Clear rear screen, and certainly a nicely shaped rear screen. Look at the slight imperfections there, which are expected. It's very good really, this, and I'll give you a look on that. Now looking into the interior, let's see if we can get in there. Well, it's all a black interior, right hand drive car, of course. I say of course, yeah, of course, Japan and all that. Lovely. Yeah, intercooler in there, good detail on that. Yeah, and are they painted indicators? No, I think those are indicator lenses, so they're not painted on, not merely painted on. So you've got you know, really this is 43rd detail shrunk down into a 64th car. Let's look at the underside, and you've got a reasonable amount of representation on the underside there, which is good stuff. You've got a rear diffuser, that's shown. Yeah, tread on the tyres. Yeah, very happy with this model, looks lovely. So let's go and have a look at the NSX. So I'd call it a Honda NSX, some people might call it an Acura. In the UK we had Honda NSXs. So okay, here we go. I haven't taken this one out yet, so pop that over there, and these don't seem to come with stickers holding the lid to the base, which actually is quite nice because they just get, you know, damaged and non-original after that. So single screw in the bottom, undo that, and by unscrewing the car you're actually unscrewing that base bit there, so I need to then screw that back down so that it will hold it on. So yeah, that's great, the screw stays there. Anyway, that can go to one side. So the base plates on both of these cars have a carbon effect. Well, it's just a diagonal texture on it, and then a pretend weave in red around the edge. A nice metal plate. I think that probably is a thin metal. There we go. Anyway, and on to the model itself. So I like these. I think the only place for really black wheels is to have a chrome rim, as it were. So these would be 2 or 3 piece alloys with a chrome rim, which is a nice effect. Yeah, again, the paint is excellent. Oh, this is a matte paint, so just compare that reflectivity of the roof and the glass with the paint on the car. That lovely matte finish. That's very impressive, actually. So I don't think it's... Is it metallic? Hang on. Yeah, it's saying it's metallic on the box. I guess it might be metallic, but again, the pieces, the flakes are tiny, which is great, really impressive. Lovely, beautiful, and excellent detail on the back. Lenses, I'm just seeing, maybe you can see the holes that hold the lenses in place. What do you think? In the lenses along here, you've got these darker round patches which look like they're just there because that's how the lenses hold on to the main casting. So give your thoughts on that. Yeah, nice chrome exhaust finishes. Let's have a look underneath, since we're talking about the exhaust. No diffuser on here, just silencer detail, and yeah, not bad there, quite happy with that. Tread again on the tyres, and the wheels don't rotate. I mean, those are good sized mirrors, aren't they? They're you want to be careful with those mirrors, they'll break off relatively easily, but they're well engineered, so I'm not worried about it. Again, another right-hand drive car. See if you can see the, yeah, you can see the binnacle, the dash binnacle there. You can see into the back window. There's some detail on the parcel shelf. It looks like some kind of crisscrossed effect. Yeah, you can see that on the parcel shelf at the back. Well, engine cover actually, because of course the engine is under the glass there, but underneath what could be called the parcel shelf. Lovely, very nice, excellent wheels, detail. Now these lights are painted on, and you've got of course pop-up headlights. So there's no actual plastic lenses inserted on the front. You've got a Honda logo there on the front. Yeah, you can see into the car there now, actually, into the cabin. And of course the NSX did have a, well, I think a beautiful black interior. You know, I'm a big fan of pure black interiors. My Citroen XM had a pure black interior, you know, properly black leather, not just a dark grey leather. But yeah, I like that a lot. Excellent. Well, I'm very happy with these two, and I will put them into my 64th collection area in my case, display case, and I'll take out, and I'll add this one to the display case too, because that's just been sat in its own box on the top of my display case for a long time, and it needs to go in there really. So yeah, do have a look. I've got some GTR R34s, I've got some 43rd scale and R33, or a couple of R33s perhaps, I can't remember, various other things, so do have a look. I'll perhaps put a Japanese cars playlist together so that you can go through that if you're into Japanese cars. Well, thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe, and you'll hear more from me in the future.